And we're back with another episode of Temporal Tower. I'll do a quick recap since I want to get right into this. But last session, you guys had stopped what would have been a disaster, since after handling the rest of the cultists, you set Dalmas to try and mend the crack and using the wand of mending. But when you got close, it seemed as though something was able to breach the prison, take over their mind, and you only barely caught wind of it before he was able to use Goldkiss to break the seal, which seems to be the key in unlocking it. And as he came to his senses, he described how the hangman kind of knew what he was thinking, and he admitted it himself that he would have done the same if you guys were better prepared, since he believed in you guys. You're the most powerful heroes he's seen up till now. If anyone has a chance of defeating the hangman, it's you. And rather than they just be left in a prison for all time, it's better to be done with it forever. After all, it doesn't seem like the prison is holding very well. You did a bit of research in the book that recounted the tales of other people trying to defeat the hanged man. Said accounts were like a guiding bolt making it harder for those to fight them, like it was blinding them. A bless felt like a curse, and they were even able to what feels like reverse the gravity, and people were impaled on the ceiling, whilst those on the floor just continued to fail in attempting to defeat them. In the end, because they were unable to beat them, they imprisoned them instead. And Eirina also went up to the same crack and began to have their mind pulled inside. But with only the intention of talking, it seemed as though no harm came to Eirina, at least initially. There was a great amount of conversation had with the hanged man. Whether you felt like you got anything useful from it, that's up to you. He spoke a lot in vague terms and riddles. Eirina even experimented with some fulgurite, which, out of all the things so far that have been bizarre, this one almost seemed mundane in comparison. But what was basically fossilized like lightning, like crystal sand, instead reverted back to its lightning, which, again, I'll point out, physically impossible. Doesn't happen. It's not how it works. It's sand. It is practically glass, and yet it reverted back to lightning, bounced around the dome, and eventually petered out. That was when Eirina tried to intend harm upon the hanged man. And whilst it lit up in here, you couldn't see them. Sinali investigated some of the ooze leaking out and tried to block it up. Turns out, actually, this is more of some sort of siphon deliberately built for the prison. If they wanted to kill them or do them harm, they would have blocked it up themselves a long time ago. Why would they build a filter for a prison? You know, you got to ask yourself that question. Like, the people who built the prison built the filter. So disrupting the filter means potentially disrupting the prison. Not good thing, bad thing. And as you saw, Eirina's mind was starting to get hit by that same sludge on the inside. Even though they were not in it, there was some bizarre mental crossover where it felt like you were being rotted away, but they were completely unharmed. And at that point, Llyvelin knocked Eirina out. When it all went dark, you actually saw the hanged man. When your eyes closed, you saw them. And I gave you a image, and if you want to do your best to describe it to the others, you can, but you've been brought back to 1 health. There you go. You can start with that, because you've just come to and Llyvelin's brought you back to consciousness. People are asking you what happened. What happened?
So it's hard to explain. You know the whole thing about everything like happening the opposite to what you wanted. So like I went in without intentions to fight. I just sort of gave in. Something kind of snaked around my leg and pulled me into the air. He didn't fight or try to... I don't know, he wasn't aggressive in any way. It was like he was trying to... I don't know, he was doing the same thing that I was doing, you know, going in with like a flat way of thinking. Just... And then... I tried a few things that didn't really work, so I'd pull out some of the glass beads. I tried dropping one of these, it just disappeared. I don't know where it went. I tried deliberately throwing one at him to see what would happen, and it just burst into lightning, like around the room, and it shot around the room. I think I tried creating a bonfire. Can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did. And that's what lit the room for a second? Maybe? Can't remember. And you know, he was saying about like me like releasing him from his prison. He mentioned that he had no effect on, or his magic had no effect on the dome.
You never said the word magic.
Sorry. He had no effect on the dome. That's my assumption. And then he seemed to know things without me telling him. He knew who Candlewick was. He knew about that, which I never mentioned. He just knew, which was a bit weird. And then just before leaving, I saw him. It was... You ever seen one of those pictures that's kind of like the circle that kind of twists and loops around on itself? And it's like an infinite loop, but it's like twisted.
The Mobius strip, Dalma says. Right,
yeah. His entire body seemed to kind of be like that. He was like gray and like he was hanging upside down. His body was like made up of like spiral ribbons, like bandages, and like his head was like for a brief moment, like a glowing light, and he was just hanging from above, and his leg, there was no rope or bandages. It was just him unraveling. I don't know how else to describe him.
I mean,
like I'll pull out like one of my books that I've been sort of taking notes in and journaling, and I'll do my best to roughly kind of like sketch out what I'd seen, because it's probably a better way of explaining it. But there's a lot of like backwards and forwards about like in my mind about, you know, the opposite of your intention happening. Like what we read in the other room. What's the point? Do I still have that book?
The tome's on the lectern still.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get that and have another quick flick through it. Is there like an image of this guy or?
No.
Okay. He's it's gonna sound really far-fetched or maybe stupid, but stupid is kind of what we do, and
that's true.
Yeah, and sometimes our best moves are our riskiest ones. But I'm thinking there's some things that he said, and there's some things that Dalmas said while he was like under the influence. And like some of these guys have said it too. And it... Okay, Chris, I'm going to ask you sort of out of character something really quickly. Obviously, I'm fairly well versed in tarot cards. Mm-hmm. Would Eirina know anything to do with that?
I think everyone understands what tarot cards are. Everyone's like insane in character.
To clarify before I launched into this to prevent like being meta or anything. So
yeah.
Like, okay, so some of the things that he was saying and the fact that his name is the Hanged Man. There's obviously in tarot readings, like from what I've researched in the library, it represents like stopping, waiting, looking at things from another perspective, and just letting things happen. I think in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that we need to release him. We need to let him escape. It's happening anyway. We need to let him out in order to deal with the problem. And resealing this dome, like as we've read in the book, it's not getting rid of the problem, it's just postponing it even longer. I think we need to deal with the Grendel root of the problem.
I
agree.
That's a bit of a gamble.
Dalmas says.
However, I do also think that we need to take into account the aspect of the Hangman, which is we need to stop and rest, because I feel like one small breeze is going to knock me down.
I agree. None of you look fun to play with right now. You're too close to breaking. Except the pretty bard lady. She doesn't look like she's been scratched.
I mean, I'm okay, health-wise. I'm just not okay with what I'm prepared with.
Oh, in your case, that's kind of what I meant, because you'd be no fun without your spells. You'd be too easy to break.
Bit rude.
Also slightly offended over here.
I mean, I didn't mean it offensively. I mean, you're currently
to be fair, if you're looking at it, yes, Llyvelin, you don't even have a stick to jab anybody with.
I have my staff.
My point still stands.
It's a bit of an expensive stick.
I can make insects.
No, my point, I'm saying like a stick in Kesh'an's hands versus your hands, there's a big difference there in what you can actually do.
She has a point.
I think it might be best if we're going to take a bit of a rest to do it maybe on the other side of the bridge, just in case he has any effects, but I can stay here and watch because I don't need to sleep.
I mean, as long as no one looks in the gap, it should be fine, right?
Exactly. But just in case something happens, at least one of us should be here keeping an eye on things.
Are we all okay with that?
Yeah.
I do think this entire thing is very much a gamble.
Of course it is, but do you have a better idea?
I
At least-
did have one idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when this oozy stuff touched me, I could hear something really far down that I think might be connected to my powers and also to this black sludge. So if we went there, we might be able to find out more, but that would mean leaving this place unguarded, which doesn't seem
I do.
good.
I'm just going to double check, because I think I only need 4 hours. I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
You're not an elf.
Do we have a 50 gold piece gem?
I mean, does it out of character? Does it consume the gem?
I believe so.
Tiny heart. Yes.
It does now. Didn't used to. But unfortunately, the way that magic has gone in this world, spells are becoming a little harder to cast in some cases. This one requires a...
Oh no. 10 gold. Only out of the 1,000s and thousands of gold you've got. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it as a complaint. I'm just like saying it as like...
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got plenty of wealth to go around. We don't need to worry.
Yeah, I'm just saying it as like a reason as to why it costs now where it didn't before. Spells are progressing. Becoming hard. Changing.
That one specific spell, maybe, but I can assure you tons of other spells have come down in price.
I know.
Somebody has to pay Juan's wages.
If you want, roll an Arcana check, Llyvelin. You spend at least a couple years in the Temporal Tower, you can maybe narrow it down as to what's happening. 23, of course. Okay, specifically, barriers, force fields, and the like are less sturdy than they once were. Tiny hut is one, but not sure if you're aware, but force cage also costs a load of ruby dust as well.
So it's sort of like to stabilize these spells a bit more. You're having to put more into them.
Also, force cage is now concentration, whereas it used to not be before. Which means it's less stable. And wall of force can be broken.
Oh.
It has a certain amount of hit points and a threshold, which can be damaged. So that's 3 examples of barriers, force fields, etc. that have all become weakened or unstable. Now, what other...
Is this because of the shattering? Like, where, as sort of like a thing, like the obviously the city has walls where whatever protection or whatever was the convergence of magic has kind of shattered. It's kind of had that destabilizing effect across, like, the weave.
Eirina, you walked into the shattered city and you remember massive shards of what looked like fragmented pieces of glass that you walked through, like a maze. Seeing your own reflections in them. Some of those memories still are lost, but they effectively resembled stuff like walls of force that you could physically see and reflect, but they're all broken, all shattered.
This might also explain why, like, the primordials and stuff are breaking free, besides the one Karius released. Because imprisonment would be another spell like that, which would be a barrier of sorts.
And one right in front of you seems to have a giant crack in it as well.
So if we don't fix the city, any super being such as this could all break free at the same time.
Oh, meta knowledge just popped into my head then about things in terms of what the planes are held inside.
Yeah, don't let her do that.
So yeah, that this is all a problem the more you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't.
What do I say?
Yeah.
It's best not to think
It's a
about it.
knock-on effect.
Yeah, let's deal with the issue in front of us for the time being.
So here's my thinking.
Hang the man.
Unanimously, we all have to decide that we are going to let out Hangman for two reasons. One, because last time someone did that, you all got pissed off at him. Two, that's kind of the vibe that we've got about this guy. We have to be willing to do it.
Intent.
I mean, I think the
Intent is
fact
important.
the fact that we're upset about it last time is because there was no discussion about it.
Exactly.
Also, the fact that we all told him not to do it and he did it anyway.
Exactly.
That
It doesn't
was the
mean-
big issue.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
If we're all in agreement, it's a different thing.
I mean, there was also, it was the whole plan you'd been working towards the entire time when you decided to do it.
Yeah.
James, you have no choice in this matter.
No, not here.
I know.
But thirdly onto this is if it goes wrong and we've let go a super being such as the Hangman, Karius is a little bit more off the hook.
Well, he's not here, so he's not part of that.
Look, as long as none of us tell him while he's not here,
I mean,
We just won't tell him.
how's he gonna find out?
I suppose as a last resort, if we can't think of a way, if we can't beat him, one of us could try to grab hold of the hanged man and use the spell to take us back to the tower and then let Terek deal with them.
Oh my god.
That is a scary idea.
The thing from Kung Fu Panda 3 just popped into my head for it, like...
Skadoosh.
Yep.
You have an idea to bring someone like this into a tower of immense power.
But because of the opposite intent, he would go to the opposite of the tower and go to a place where time doesn't exist.
But that's just an assumption. We don't know that that's actually how it's going to work.
Yeah, we could physically take him to Terek's tower, and that could be even worse.
It was more of a last resort. If we're all getting our asses beat, then there's other people there who might be able to deal with it.
I mean, we'd have more of a rally, but
So, the whole prospect of this guy is like letting things happen how they happen. So maybe it's less about. So when like reading the book, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, and I could be misremembering this.
Mm-hmm.
The people that were like attacking him with like weapons and stuff, it was not working the way that they wanted it to work, right?
The harder they fought, the harder they failed to defeat the Hanged Man.
Right, but like the guiding bolt hit true, right?
Guiding bolt hit them, but blinded the next person. Blessings felt like curses. And there was also a moment of a guided strike, causing a complete and utter fumble.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's a War Cleric's Channel Divinity. Usually gives +10 to a roll.
so if it's all about like things and like intending to happen as they are and just letting things happen, what if we convinced him that everything eventually dies and it's his time? Like the intention was he was meant to break free to finally pass on. Would that be playing into his whole shtick?
I mean, yeah, but we don't exactly know what he is. If he's something that's immortal, then that's not really going to work because he has no end to his lifespan. And considering how long he's been down here, that's incredibly likely.
Yeah, but immortal doesn't mean that he can't be killed.
I never said that. I said convincing him that it's his time to die
Exactly. So
isn't going to work.
I was thinking maybe that would have him be like, okay, yeah, it's my time.
He can't naturally die, but
No, I mean, allow us to kill him.
We could convince him it's opposite day. Or not opposite day?
What's the opposite of opposite, though?
I found that funnier than I should have. Okay. First things first. Rest.
Yeah.
Let's come back at this in the morning or in a few hours with a fresh set of eyes and brains.
Yeah.
Safest place to rest? Do we say it was across the bridge?
I mean, that's a little bit further away from
I
here.
feel safer in the library, personally, but
I mean, that's an option too. Go wherever you think is best.
I think it's like we're nearby, and then anyone who's entering can't necessarily see us straight away if we're in one of the side rooms. Like the sacrificial room has like a route to it that you can't see from where you are, so if you are keeping watch, it's not great. Whereas if we're in either the room with the keyhole thing or in the other room, you can warn us and we can hide and be ready, I guess, if anyone does turn up.
Do we, library's great, but do we want to hold up in the room that has the potential of freeing this guy? If someone turns up and is like, hey, I found a new way of breaking this thing and freeing him, and we're just holed up in here, and they sneak by and do it?
I mean, okay, then we can sleep in that room. That's not an issue. Like,
When we see them going across?
just maybe someone keep an eye on Downless.
Hey,
Like, giving a side eye.
I haven't even got my I don't even know where my sword is right now.
Yeah, still. Alright. Nap time.
So
Can I drag the dead body out? I don't really want to sleep next to it.
Alright.
Stick it in the corner, make him look like he's... Let's put him in the library, make him look like he's reading a book, yeah? So if anyone does turn up, he's like... Yes, he's just sleeping on the job, it's all good.
We put all the bodies together. We give them little teacups and...
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought to give them teacups, so I'm literally just about to say it. I'm just having a little drink. It's the perfect weather to get cozy with a book, you know?
As you drag the bodies into the library, you notice there are, well, dozens and dozens more books on the shelves. Likely all recorded history of the Order of the White Sun, and maybe some more books on the Magiocracy of the Arcanum Majora.
But I need to sleep! I have one hit point, but the books! They called
But the
me.
books. They do. Don't you... I mean, it's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, like,
You could
can
have
I just,
some
like,
people in-
select a stack for some light reading before I sleep?
Select a stack.
Like,
Okay,
just
give me an
have a peruse
investigation
and,
check.
like...
9 books.
26.
Wow. Okay.
Can
There's quite a few, as I mentioned, that are probably on historic figures from the Order of the White Sun. Down Spirit Heart probably knows a few of them, like Aris and Klain, and there's another one on the Keepers, Lord Corva Volok, Commander of the Swords of the Sun. There's another one on the Magiocracy of the Ebon Star. And yeah, I'll say as you pick one off one by one, you are kind of intrigued in learning about them.
Okay, I'm gonna select like a couple for like Llyvelin and Dalmas too. So like Llyvelin can have like books on like the Magocracy,
For sure.
and then I'll give Dalmas the ones on like his order, so that he'd recognize something more significant first. So we'll do that.
And as you're pulling off that one, which is about Lord Corva Volok, you notice that there's something behind the book on the actual wall itself, behind the shelf. There is an indentation, and it seems to match the symbol of the Order of the White Sun,
Ooh.
but far smaller, like as though it would sort of fit like an amulet
Oh man,
of some kind.
it's either a trap or a hidden room, and I'm excited by both.
It's on the image are again say that this wall has the image of the white sun, but instead of a sword in the center of the shield, it is a key.
I start pulling out keys and seeing if any of them fit.
Going to lead to either a mimic or a gelatinous cube.
No,
Knowing my luck, it's a gelatinous cube. They always get me.
None of your symbols seem to match it.
Dalmas,
Yes.
get over it. Make yourself useful. There's a thing.
What have you found?
I'd show him the thing.
Ah. Well done. That is my order's holy symbol. Interesting.
Cool. Can you do something with it?
It looks almost like my amulet. Yes, in fact, here. He begins to take off the necklace around his neck. Here, you can actually see, once again, his full artwork. See his amulet that's hanging around his neck? He takes it off. If you look real carefully, it is actually a white sun with a sword emblazoned in the middle, and it matches this indentation on the wall.
Kesh'an!
Oh, I mean, meow. Fucking hell.
I'm gonna put the amulet in his hand, and then I'm gonna point and be like, "You're pretty dexterous. If it's a trap, you can dodge it, right?"
Oh, I see how it is.
Okay, sure.
Maybe step out the room.
But I want to see.
Step out the room. Step out the room.
Eirina's like now so sleep deprived, she's turning into a whiny child.
If this
Let's
is
do this.
if this is a fireball, you're fine.
Well, then I'm gonna die any. Well, I'm okay against fire, to be fair.
Out the room.
There
we go. You two, Llyvelin, you've already died once.
I've got protection against fire. If it's a fire.
If it's
I literally sit on the floor and sulk.
Well, because Eirina didn't show me where to put it, I'm just going to be
I
trying to
pointed.
stick it between.
And Dalmas can see too.
Stick between
You
the
can reach into the shelf and place it on the wall. You give me a sleight of hand.
Oh, this is more an Andy thing. Andy!
Andy will come
Oh
in.
my god.
No, it's
Get
not
everyone.
good.
What's Andy concentrating on?
Andy can give you bardic if you fail. It's
Levitate.
Sleight of hand. Oh, with advantage, did you say?
I didn't say with advantage. You said with
Oh, I
advantage.
thought with,
No, I said Andy can give you bardic if you fail.
Oh, bardic. Okay.
Which is a fail. So yes, you will need to spend a bardic inspiration.
Okay. Andy? How do I... Features, isn't it? Let me look. Bardic inspiration.
You can click the reaction one.
Oh, sorry, too late.
Click the reaction one.
Yeah, I'm just doing it now. Hold on. There we go.
And then click roll.
7.
There you go. 7.
20.
Okay, that's a success. Thank
Yeah.
God. Yeah, Andy is like pointing out you're doing it all wrong. Oh, and then once you do get it in, and you're like, I'm pretty sure I did it right. And he's like, oh, you've got to give it a twist. And that's when you realize, yeah, it absolutely does. See, twisting never fails. It does seem to turn, and when you hear the grinding of stone behind you, you sort of flinch, turning around ready, but it seems to have only revealed a secret passageway. A door opens up to a small altar-like room. In the room is a box crafted of black iron sitting atop a stone slab in this small room. A carved statue of an angelic being hangs on the east wall, hands outstretched and head raised.
Covering the doorway, Kesh'an is just going to shout out, "Ah, it's useless.
Does,
It's only a
Does that look
stupid book."
does that look like Raziel by chance? Angelic being.
It is an angelic being, certainly. Raziel, you wouldn't say it's Raziel, though. I would say that Dalma's kind of stepping in, sort of recognizes it and says, "No, this is not an angel, but it's certainly a deific likeness to Lord Corva Volok. She was the commander of the Swords of the Sun.
Oh.
It's possible that, well, some say that they had angel blood in their veins. I believe they're known as Asimar, right?
Oh.
She was a saint of sorts in the eyes of the Order. This must have been some sort of hidden armory to her.
But there's only a book.
But if you are looking at the statue, I guess you can give me an Arcana or a religion check, regardless.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah. I'll do a religion.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Why would I do
Arcana.
religion?
Okay, that's...
What the? Why am I?
Oh.
Why do I have the bag of holding open? What? That? I'm rolling
You
from
tell
the
me.
bag of holding. What?
No, you haven't got Llyvelin selected.
Okay, that should have been plus 15.
It's a success. It's a
What the-
success. Although there isn't any actual glow coming from them, you can perhaps just sense that there is some sort of radiant energy probably filled within the statue. You actually see there seems to be, near the eyes, 2 sunstones in place of stone. And sunstones are actually components for certain powerful radiant damage dealing spells.
Oh. Would I know what spell that would be with a 33?
Yeah, like Dawn or Sunbeam, etc. I believe they
Oh.
are called.
Paladin-y cleric-y stuff.
Yes, and it's likely with this type of thing, the paladins and clerics, they were likely united under a single banner. They likely shared a similar religion, a similar alignment.
And this here has a book on it, did you say? Or is it just a plinth?
No, it's a box of black iron.
Or just a box?
Oh no, it's a coffin.
Is it something we want open?
Are there any like
Uh.
etchings on it at all, like to tell us maybe what it is before we go and open it?
Dalmas said some sort of armor.
Yeah, Damas points out that it's the right length and kind of design that you would use to hold or house a blade of some kind or a weapon.
If it's empty, maybe this is where Goldkiss is supposed to go. And if it's got something in it, it might help us beat the hangman. Because maybe that's the whole thing. Keep its biggest threat close by.
Oh yeah, Sunburst is the spell.
Andy would like to get close enough to inspect the value of said sunstones.
Wow.
Pretty
That is-
valuable, one would imagine.
That's Andy speak for I'm going to pilfer them.
Though, believe it or not, in the actual spell description, it doesn't have a cost associated with the sunstone. If you notice that, like you got the spell description open in front of you, it doesn't actually have a cost associated with it. So it's unlikely that they're worth hundreds and hundreds of gold. The sunstone is more of it's like a bright orange sort of gemstone. It's mostly kind of orange, red, peach, or gold. But is it like is it expensive? Is it rare? Not really. They're not actually that expensive or rare, it seems. They may only be like in one place in the world, or perhaps they're kept guarded by like clerics and paladins, but you wouldn't go around buying and selling these traditionally in like jewelry shops and stuff. So they might be worth a little bit, but you'd have to find a buyer, and honestly, they're not like traditional gemstones. Like rubies or sapphires are way more expensive.
She's essentially using the excuse to get close enough by being like, yeah, I'm just going to examine them to see what they're like, and then she's going to nick them out of the eyes.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw as the radiant beams of fire surge out from the statue and blaze Andy.
23.
Actually, a success.
Half damage.
But she does still take 16 points of radiant damage by the looks. She isn't blinded either. She's able to sort of like shield her eyes in time. But yeah, nonetheless, the eyes are just beaming with radiant energy towards her as they try to steal the eyes.
Wow.
Let me just check who else is in. Oh, you're in the room as well, Llyvelin? This is like a yeah. I'm gonna ask you to make the same save as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you take the full 32 and are blinded.
Hey, we just oh, Andy.
I mean, she rolled a 26 on his left hand. Does she get at least one?
I didn't call for a sleight of hand.
No, I know, but I said I was going to pilfer them. So I rolled it.
Yeah. It's not
It's
hard
fine, you can
to
ignore
try.
it, it's fine.
Yeah. They're socketed inside, so you would need like a tool to like break them out, probably like a jeweler's kit. But
Which she has.
That I would maybe see a roll for. But just touching or trying to like pull them out has triggered the trap for sure. You could use Jeweler's Kit. That would work instead. Dalmas is of course here and standing by, and I'm not sure just how I feel about defiling and stealing from the.
I thought it was they were there as a hint, so that obviously to fight the bad guy, right? That's why I was taking them out. I thought you were supposed to use them. You're a paladin, right? I thought that's why they were here.
Not the eyes, no. Likely the whatever's in the black box.
Llyvelin just told us it's part of a spell, so I thought I was being helpful.
I can't.
She got an Indian.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I couldn't contain it. The eyes are, yes, they're part of a spell. That's part of a trap. That's part of not opening the box unless you're of a certain alignment.
I can't right now see anyone stealing anything.
It was not stealing.
I am blind. Thank you.
Give me the
Andy.
Jeweler's Kit, regardless. The glow from the light has sort of died down a little, so you might have a chance to grab them before they release another beam.
I'm gonna get Llyvelin to leave the room. Someone help Llyvelin leave the room before I do this.
I had one good eye to see out of, and you managed to blind.
Oh, you can look out of Grimoire. You're fine.
Hey,
True.
that's not the point.
Wait, is Grimoire blind though?
No, he wasn't in the room.
No, he booked it.
He was looking at all the other books. All right.
He's disguised right now in the library.
So you don't roll the.
I cannot find it.
You don't roll the tool. You roll the. You're rolling the item.
Yeah, no, I can't find it anywhere else. That's the only place that it seems to be on the sheet, unless I'm being stupid.
Like here in the tools on the side. It's right. You can roll thieves' tools. It's the same check.
Oh, is it? Because like in the tools, all I see is drum, lute, thieves' tools, and viol.
Yeah, roll thieves' tools.
It says she's rolling it with intelligence. Is that right?
You can roll with dex.
$14?
Is that it? Was that 14?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my god, that's still a fail.
Okay.
That's still a fail. Okay, well, she needs to roll another con save.
How long am I blinded for?
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, okay. Well, good job she was full health, huh? And you're going to take a long rest after this. Hey, take another 12d6 radiant damage as boom, another blazing beam. This seems to be much more directed now this time. It's almost like the eyes are looking directly at Andy and laser beaming her down.
I get it. She's gonna leave the room.
Kesh'an will give it a go.
Can you stop?
She's also
healing?
blind as well.
Based on Kesh'an's past, he would definitely be averse in thievery.
I maybe we get Dalmas to open the box first. Maybe that'll disarm the trap.
I wanted to open the box. God.
Yeah, but we've already said someone with like a what do you call it? A good alignment.
I'm good.
Are you?
By all means, Llyvelin, if you wish to try it. You need to roll a con save though to see if you're still blind.
Do I keep rolling?
I don't think so. If you wanted to go for the eyes, you could still go for the eyes.
I believe I'm good, right?
Go. Yeah, I'll definitely go for the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Llyvelin.
Llyvelin is very much questioning himself. He's like, I'm good. We've done great things. We've saved people. We're gonna stop the shattered sit. I am good.
You lift up the box. Inside is a hilt there is no blade. Just a hilt. Like, seems as though either the blade was maybe stolen or broken.
Did we just find the sun?
And
In my head, I'm thinking like this is like, it's not about opening the box whether you're good or bad. It's the usage of the weapon. I think it's just a hilt on purpose. That is my thought process, and I will pick up the hilt.
make a con save.
Oh no!
You are not worthy to
As much as
possess the hammer of Thor.
okay, succeeding this time, but you still take some echo damage from whoever I'm coming through, and then you make
Fine.
11 points of radiant damage. Boom! Slams into your body. Again, that radiance is burning bright. You are not
I look.
lawful good.
Oh. What happens to the hilt when I pick it up, though?
It practically repels you. It's like as you're going to touch it, that's when the light surges into you.
Do I get the feeling though that it's not to do with specifically being good then? Yeah.
You rolled the religion check earlier, and as I say, it's clear to you at this point that only the righteous and most pious can wield this.
I don't think any of us are
And
all good.
as Grimoire says
It's
into
not
your mind,
Yeah.
well, they say,
You think you're good, Llyvelin. You want to go back to your home and commit genocide on your people. What good is that?
I don't even know where I stand with that anymore. I just want them to change. It's and then I say,
Perhaps you need a change.
so it's not about good, it's about following the rules, being good to the point of, yeah.
well,
No, you're right, Dalmas. This is for you. You're a bit of a lawkeeper.
he steps into the room. picks
And
up
gets
the blade.
obliterated.
Oh,
Secretly
rather.
evil.
He does pick up the sunblade. I mean the hilt, rather. It is suddenly a brilliant white and gold flame begins to erupt from the hilt and extends in a curved like fashion, so it almost forms like that of a saber. Not a lightsaber, that is, as in like a cavalry saber. And yeah, he kind of stands back almost as he sees this like burst of light from it. Whoa! Heck, I think you can keep Sunkissed. This thing is marvelous.
Right, he's getting ahead of himself. Put the
this
book
guy's
back
gonna
on the
be so
shelf.
bad.
Put the book back on the shelf. Lock him
See,
in.
It's the only reason
No,
we're
no.
getting a fucking sunblade.
I'm kidding. Could you imagine? Just lock him in here. Oh,
Lock
God.
him in here. How dare you? Let me get you an image as well, because there is one.
The last member of the Order of the Sun trapped with his deity commander.
And he can't turn the sword off.
He can't, he's just blinded by light.
Great, no one's getting any sleep now.
Anytime he goes to sleep, there's just this bright light in his face, like that meme.
Turn that bloody sword off.
What is it?
But it's also now we have to keep one eye open to watch him in case he gets like the.
But surely as soon as he attacks us, because we're aiming for the greater good, the sword's just going to repel itself away from him, because his alignment will change, right? Or if he has any ill will regardless, like...
Hopefully, yeah.
Oh,
I guess there's only one way to find out.
I guess, right? Because you can be lawful good to your own people. Does the greater good come into it?
The greater good is not lawful good.
Yeah,
As I have said many, many times and explained it to Jamey outside of game, greater good is not lawful good.
Yeah, I've not said I was lawful good.
The tan was lawful good.
But
Right, I'm gonna go steal the eyes.
you will not.
What?
I think it might be the same sort of thing. That those that can do that spell have to be lawful good, and therefore those that are taking the eyes have to be lawful good as well.
I prefer this image because it actually blinds you.
Oh, Jesus.
So I think if Dalma if Dalmas can cast that spell, then those in the socket are of value to him, and he will be able to take it without dealing damage.
Don't worry, Kesh'an, we'll find something else for you to try and take.
Right, bedtime?
So yeah, as we're walking off, it's like, maybe you're onto something there, but with the hangman. Maybe it is about, maybe we have to save the hangman from himself. Would that play into the idea of like being on his side?
Well, you said that everything was played in opposites, right? So surely that would mean we have to kill him to save him.
Yeah, but if our intent is to save him,
Then we have to kill him.
You guys, Damas has run to the other room. Stop him!
don't you?
No!
Yeah.
Do
I
not.
should type everything. Slow-mo.
How panicked you all were. I'm just testing it out, that's all. I thought we were staying in here, weren't we?
That's not the place to test it out. You can
Right.
test it out elsewhere.
Oh, fine.
Anyway, so going off what you said before, Chris, am I alright to knock 50 gold off our amount and create the hut?
Do you have any specific gemstones? Or do you just have gold? I see you have I see you have a sapphire worth 1,000 gold pieces.
No, that's part of the spell, though.
What?
Imagine that
What do you
Llyvelin
need,
did that.
Llyvelin?
You have gems in your inventory. Look. Gems.
Oh, wait, I do.
I also have a sapphire worth 1,000 pieces.
That's funny. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have 10 gems, 20 gold pieces each.
I apparently have a diamond hand of the Guardian worth 300 gold pieces. I don't even know where that was from.
Right, I'm gonna.
Andy has an assortment of gem teeth. You know, they're of varying value.
I'm gonna knock my gems down to 150 gold piece worth,
There you go.
and then I'm gonna
Cool.
cast the hut ritually. So we are blocked in here, and no one can get in unless they dispel it like it's before.
Okay.
But
Diamond hand of the god.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
Confused. Alright, everyone's gonna be inside the dome when you cast it, I'm guessing?
maybe we kick Dalmas out.
No, we're not leaving him here by himself when he's got that sword.
Sinali will not be in the dome. Sinali will stay outside and keep an eye on things because they don't need to sleep.
Can you also make
Very
a
well.
specific room for him so we don't have to put up with the light?
Yeah.
I believe I can turn it off somehow. He tries to like blow it. Here we go. And after a moment, he manages to deactivate the blade of radiance.
Before I do this, I think my biggest concern is, what if somehow the hangman now has a connection over you and can turn it on at any point? We're all sleeping, and suddenly you go hangman-eyed and break the stone.
I
It's
thought you
fine.
freed me of some control, whatever that was.
I hope so.
You knocked it out of me, didn't you?
Also, how much control do you have over the hut? Like, are you able to, like, lock it? Just,
Only things coming in.
but what about within? Because you can manipulate it to your will, and it's not
I'll
our
Feel free
will.
to
Just gonna.
read it yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the hut, not the mansion. So there's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the smaller version that I haven't done in eons because I've always had the mansion.
Spell
so
ends
this
early
is-
if a creature or object leaves the emanation,
So
Yeah.
it's
or if you cast it again.
So it's more like the dome kind of.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Except now it's any creature that leaves. So
Correct.
effectively, whereas before it used to be only the caster
Mhm.
had to stay in the hut.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Steph out just so you wasted it.
Again, barrier's more unstable. It seems.
I wait until Kesh'an leaves and then cast the hut.
And then he can't get in.
And then he can't get in.
Kitty.
Sleep on top of it.
Actually, I genuinely do that because the last thing we want is him meowing at the door for us to let him out. And then once he gets out, he wants to come back in. And then once he comes back in, he wants to
Hold
go
on.
back out.
Can you just quickly send it again? Because I don't think I heard that it said that it was soundproof.
He's right, you know. You need to make a cat flap for the spell.
Meow.
God.
Oh god.
So go ahead and cast the spell.
Yeah, I cast the fucking.
And just place it wherever you like.
Where? There it is. Assume spell slot no, because I'm doing it as a ritual. Oh god, it's bigger than I thought.
That's because I think you put it on the wrong square. You should go on a square like that.
It just centered on me.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. It's just big enough to fit in the room. Here you go. Like,
Yeah. I didn't
Cool.
even get to pick a template for that. It literally just centered it on me.
yeah, well, it works. And look, it's got little cozy blankets and axes. Feels very homely. That's great. Okay, well, good night, everyone. I'm going to try and sleep.
Why did
Oh my
you say
God.
try and sleep?
Because we are in the midst of... We're down thousands of feet below sea level, surrounded by monsters and cultists,
First time?
next to an imprisoned... First time. Needless to say, it's a precarious situation, but...
But he's not here.
Alright, anyway. He clunks his helmet on the side and passes out. Anyone deciding to take watches here?
Sinali's
I know
staying
Andy would.
outside.
She would steal watches if she could.
I can take first watch.
Sinali, you're not sleeping because you don't need to, is that right?
Yeah, I don't need to sleep as a reborn, so Sinali will just rest outside, keeping an eye on things.
Just watching it. Okay, fair enough. In that case then...
Play dead.
If Sinali, you come by, I'll just give you the occasional wave as you're walking past.
Yeah.
So... Sinali...
Sinali.
Yes.
Sinali.
Oh. Hi.
Ah, you can hear me.
Yes.
Come closer. You wish to learn about your powers, don't you?
That's true. That is true. But as you can talk to me from a distance, I don't think I need to.
Takes a great deal of strain to push my mind through this tiny crevice.
Well, Well, I can't fit in through that crevice. It's far too small, even for someone tiny as me. But I'll move round so I'm nearer the gap. There you go. That way I can keep an eye on.
There you are. I see why the Hierophant and High Priestess have taken such an interest in you. You're on the cusp of something great. Your eye is opening, as is your mind.
Ah. Well, that's probably possibly a good thing. But why would you be happy about that? I kind of don't like any of you. Mostly the Hierophant and the tower, but he's dead. Hierophant isn't yet. They will be.
I'm happy because it means breaking down yet another prison.
And what prison is that?
The one that encompasses the world.
God, it is going in that direction. I didn't think the world was in a prison. People seem quite free to walk about and play and die.
The ones who created it did a very clever job. They made the prisons unaware that they were in it. It was disguised.
But then how do you know that we're in a prison if it's disguised?
Because I have found the bars, and I've been bending them for ever since.
And can you do that whilst you're still locked up, or has that stopped you?
It's given me time to contemplate. Certainly, this is a bit of a confinement. But it's merely a setback. I just needed a change of perspective. Time to contemplate and wait. But this isn't stagnation. This was just a temporary obstacle.
So, I'm just gonna ask the question because it's popped into my head. I know we all call you the Hanged Man, but is that your actual name or do you have another name? You kind of sound like a David.
My name? I sacrificed my name a long time ago.
Okay.
One does not achieve these powers without changing their sense of self. I'm sure you've undergone a lot of changes. Do you consider yourself the same orphaned slave that worked in the mines?
Well, I've died at least once since then, possibly twice. So, and I can do all sorts of things I couldn't do back then, and I can actually, fight for myself. So I'm probably different, but I guess me dying was kind of sacrificing something, but that wasn't a willing sacrifice because someone did it for me. Don't know if that counts.
See? It is as strange to me that you keep the same name as it is strange to you that I go by this name and not my original.
That's fair enough. It just is a really long name to say. I'm going to call you Hangy. No. That doesn't sound... I'm going to think of a nickname for you as this conversation goes on, but for now, so you wanted to talk about my powers?
Yes, you seem to have an innate understanding, but it still feels like a child bashing sticks and rocks together.
It's almost sometimes, I can almost hear like a voice whispering, telling me to do things, but it's not very clear.
The Grendel route has many perspectives. Many don't make sense. Many were never, ever built for humankind.
Okay.
I imagine you're used to the regular 5. Sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch.
Oh, I like touch. That's fun. But yes. And hearing too, because the screams are oh so delightful to hear when people break.
Well, you might find more delight in a wider spectrum. For those 5 are merely a fraction of what is possible. And in the same vein, so is your power.
Okay, so what do I need to do then? And let me guess, you want me to release you for you to tell me, or are you just happy to chill?
Well, that's your idea, but I'll gladly take you up on it.
I'm not sure yet. My new friends, they seem mostly nice, and I haven't wanted to break them too much.
Do, however, give me a wisdom saving throw, Sinali. Since,
Okay.
though it definitely was your idea, this is kind of how Damus was describing it, in that he was using your own mind to convince yourself that's the correct course. And it's probably that little heads up that kind of you managed to catch yourself, because as you're thinking it, it's like your mind wants to follow through with that action, but the previous warnings are enough that you're able to stop yourself in that moment. And as you kind of shake yourself out of it, you already realize you're at the bottom of the stairs.
Hey, that's cheeky. That's not fair. That's not a fair way to play the game. I'm gonna step back up the stairs. That's where I agreed to be. You can't make me come closer.
I didn't make you do that. You thought of it. I simply gave you a nudge.
Well, then I don't want to let you out yet because I want to be strong enough that I can, you know, do what needs to be done, even if that involves everyone else dying in the process. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Well, eventually, unless I can find a way to break you whilst you're in your big egg, I would have to let you out eventually so that I can feel your bones break under my bare hands.
I have had no need for bones in a long time.
Oh, that's no fun. I'm less interested now that because that's one of the nicest sounds. So if you don't need bones, do you have tentacles? Not killed anything with tentacles before.
You'll find out soon enough.
Okay, so
Can't spoil the surprise.
true. Surprises are fun. Like that time I killed that girl at her birthday party. That was fun.
Interesting. You mentioned that.
Invite you to my birthday party.
Yeah. Mr. Vale, that was one of his tests. He's someone I met whilst I was wandering after I escaped. But,
You do feel as you're recounting that memory, there's almost like a thread being pulled in your mind, and it feels as though this entity is sort of tugging at that thread and pulling it as though to sort of unravel it and learn more. And for this, I guess you can roll an intelligence saving throw.
God, that one's not be very fun.
I'm assuming that this entire conversation is going on in your head, just for clarification.
I would assume so.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wow. Okay.
I am
This
more
one
than
is-
happy to recount this tale if you wish.
That's what they want you to. Yeah, they are seemingly plundering your mind, trying to learn about this incredibly cruel and disturbing act.
Well,
And whilst you are telling him, you are charmed as a result of this.
okay. I like
If
I
you're
had-
willing, if you're sort of telling them willingly, though,
Yeah.
is that correct?
Yeah.
In which case, you don't take the psychic damage. I won't do the shit ton there. But you are charmed, and you see the Hanged Man is your friend and wanting to tell them the entire story on this.
Okay. You actually want me to kind of?
No, no, you don't have to go into full detail. Let's just say that you recount an incredibly dark and disturbing tale that they listen intently. They hang on your every word.
Is that she had to kill them as they were blowing out their birthday candles to make sure their wish never came true.
Oh my god, that's dark, even for me. That's creepy. But I will say the Hanged Man is delighted by the story, almost sort of laughing maniacally. It's almost like a mirror in a weird way.
Yeah.
Finding the same sort of sick enjoyment from it.
So I've told you a story. Now you can tell me a way to use my powers in a new way. That seems fair.
The Grendel root. It has a source. Deeper. Farther down. Or farther up from my point of view.
Is that the thing I heard creaking before?
You have heard it. It calls to you, Sinali. Perhaps it wants your help.
It's rare that people want my help. Normally they want help to get away from me rather than from me, but I guess I could help someone. I mean, I'm helping these adventurers, these Kiasters, and Dalmas. Not sure I like Dalmas. He's too good. But I do want to go and find out what that is, but everyone wants to deal with you first, so I guess so. Then again, you are being nice. Sinali ponders this as she sits there.
As are you. But I can't imagine the High Priestess wants to just have a chat. They want to use you.
Ooh, and what do they want to use me for?
I couldn't tell you that. Been stuck in here for a while, but knowing the High Priestess, she's a user. Lords over others. Just say I'm trusting my own gut when it comes to her.
So, I get you want to be free of your cage and free of the world's prison, but why?
Why? Why not? There are many possibilities, so many more perspectives to see, and the world has become stagnant. It's time to change things up, turn it on its head. In the same way I've been still for too long. I feel like the world has been stalling this inevitable change.
So, you're something to do with... So you want things to change?
Yes. These things have had a lack of direction. I could give it purpose. I could give the world its purpose.
And what purpose would that be?
That is the mystery, isn't it? That's why it's so exciting. That's why I want to see what happens.
So, if you're curious about what happens, then are you curious what would happen if someone was to kill you? Like, permanently? Go on to next lives and things like that?
I don't fancy dying. But dying is a word that, oddly, might not apply. Should, of course, we open up the world's eyes. Dying is simply yet another perspective on one's mortal coil. Maybe you should ask Candlewick about that. I'm sure they have their own perspective on it.
They didn't seem to like me much, but that might be because maybe I'm unnatural to them, maybe? I don't know. What's your favorite
Maybe
color?
death fears you. favorite color? Obsidian.
I was expecting something like that.
Yours?
I like red. Crimson red, specifically, I suppose. You've been... I'm just going to ask the other couple of questions here in my head. The black stuff that's sort of leaking out of your prison, do you know what that is?
I think that's who I used to be. Maybe it's like a shed skin, casting something off. Maybe it's something of a resistance. Resistance to my ideas. I've never really paid it much attention.
Because we saw something up on the surface that, well, not on the surface, but further up that was similar. It was like coming from one of the Grendel routes.
Change can often be a messy business.
And we saw that one of the Grendel routes had got damaged somehow. Do you have any idea how that could be possible?
Many things could be possible. The impossible could be possible. Just depends on discovery. I suppose things can clash here and there. But I see it all as a sort of resistance of sorts. Or maybe it's maybe it's like the fluids that a caterpillar turns into when they metamorphosis into a butterfly. They liquefy themselves entirely. The body is gone. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe in changing the world, some parts of it need to be cast off, shed.
You hear kind of a low rumble from the world from beneath. Perhaps it's like straining, or maybe it's just your echolocation still picking up on that distant creaking, but it somehow seems to react as though it's trying to call out, trying to say something in response to this idea, but unable to do anything but simply groan and creak. And again, is this sort of, for you, sounds almost more like painful. So something's under a great, immense amount of strain.
Interesting.
And as that happens, you actually, the voice that you're hearing in your mind, it's almost echoing as well and gets distant, as though your senses have been taken over by this instead. And I'll say you break free of the charm in the same vein as well.
Well, I'm gonna go over here now, so you rest up. You got a busy day tomorrow. And Cinia is gonna go stare down this hole and sort of strain her hearing to see if she can hear the creaking to greater effect as this leads down.
Yes, it does. A hell of a long way down, and no doubt it will lead to further caverns, but it's hundreds of feet.
If I took a short rest, I could technically just walk down there and go look at it, but
Really?
you know, I've got spider climb.
Spider climb?
Yeah.
Shit, wow.
But I'd need a short rest for that, and it seems, in a weird way, whilst like Sinali isn't part of the group properly, she has sort of at least seen a friendship of sorts with them, and did say that she would keep watch and stuff, and to her that's playing by the rules of the game that's been set, so she probably wouldn't go off by herself just yet without talking to them. So she won't do anything yet. She'll just probably just sit here watching the flow of any trickles of ooze as they come out, and just try to I almost imagine in like that sort of weird creepy way where you would see like a porcelain doll on a bed. She's just sort of leaned against the wall like that, almost completely unmoving because she doesn't breathe or anything.
Right. It's kind of creepy,
just
yeah.
Sits there to basically, I suppose, try to connect to her magic to recover on this rest as well.
Certainly, yeah, you can. And at this point, everyone, you can complete a long rest. And after the 8 hours, the hut will vanish as well. Dalmas is fully rested as well.
And in the morning, once everyone starts coming out, I suppose, Sinali will tell the group what they learned during the night.
Okay.
Yep.
Feel free to just discuss that for a minute. I'll draw back.
Yeah, so the hanged man seems to think that the world is in like a prison, and he was trying to bend the bars of that before he got locked away, and now he's had lots of time to think. I don't know.
So he wants to be freed.
So he can break the world.
So he can, well, he said so that he can show the world its purpose because it's become stagnant.
Right, so he wants to cause all sorts of chaos and...
I guess.
I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't exactly scream good guy to me.
No.
No, he's bored and wants something exciting to happen.
Also,
if he wants help, he has to be a bit more specific in his plans.
Yeah, also, the source of the Grendel root is further down and seems to want my help.
Your help with what?
I don't know, I can just hear it creaking. Or I could hear it creaking.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Llyvelin, the sooner we kill this hanged man, the better. Let's get this over with.
Why are you so insistent on it? It's not like you have a stake in this. Right?
Right. But that is the plan, is it not? And time is of the essence.
Considering we went back to a Tower of Time, I don't feel like it so much is.
You can roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty good. Grumar was pretty insistent on keeping Eirina silenced when they were trying to tell you some rather crazy implications that she's somehow a reflection of you from a different world. It's likely he's also wanting this thing to be in the same vein, silenced. It's talking too much. And it's only now after learning that Sinali has been talking with it the entire night that they're insisting that this just be ended.
It knows too much. See.
I feel when we're dealing with something like this, it's kind of a given that they know too much.
You're not in my head, shut up.
Oh damn, sorry, I thought that was out loud, my bad. Kesh'an thinks to himself.
Tell me when Dalmas has the sun blade ready.
I do want to check one last thing, because it's been on my mind. So when we went to the Feywild, and there was that corrupted tree that was oozing out the black ooze.
It was. Yes.
I have a vial of that black ooze from in the Feywild. Does it look similar?
How would you... Are you just looking at it, just to test it?
Well, I guess I put the vial next to it, see if it's the same color.
It is the same color. It is the same black ichor as before, yes. If you're holding the vial directly to it, you even see the liquid in the vial begin to move of its own accord and tries to somewhat merge with that same trickle that's running down there.
It's the same corruption.
What was it?
See, I thought it was. I could be wrong, but for some reason the Erdnot tree rings a bell. But I could be wrong.
Wasn't it?
But it was something tree, and it was a corrupted seed or acorn inside it that Laffy
healed.
That was its heart.
Ow.
More so than anything. Well, yeah, the tree itself had become corrupt, but then that corruption had spread throughout the entire dream,
creating this black gunk.
It created the Yarbog.
Yeah.
That was it. Sorry, I'm looking through my old notebook from the Feywild, and I was trying to find it before you said it, but
The Yarbog was like one of his biggest defenders, basically.
And that was all within the dream that was inside the tree. What you were a part of.
I wonder if it's a similar sort of thing. That was the dream version of this, and we might find a tree down there or something of a similar nature. I mean, its roots climbing through the ground.
The Feywild is a reflection of the material.
So yeah, that's my thought process. Maybe we're going to come across a corrupted tree deep underground. Or something that is a manifestation of that. Some sort of creature or being that is like, yeah, the non-dream version of the tree. Okay. Anyway, I'll keep hold of that.
All right.
Bit of vial and not be touching this again because I've taken enough damage from this.
Sure.
I will be preparing myself with my usual spiel. I'll lose 1 level in first for mage armor.
Mage armor, okay. Eirina, any spells you want to prepare? Any spells you're casting now?
I'm thinking. I have a spell scroll of mage armor. Is there anyone who could use that? Or are we all okay for AC?
I've already got mage armor automatically. Armor of
Andy's
shadows.
AC's really low, but that's because she's not wearing a studded leather armor. Is there a reason for that?
Shouldn't be. Why is she not wearing it?
Didn't get destroyed by anything, did it?
No.
It says she's not wearing it.
I wonder if where Foundry might have frozen for me, maybe I've clicked something by accident then.
You want to click
There's
it?
usually a delay, so
I'm going to equip it.
yeah.
I do have one thing I could do before the. Actually, do I want to do that? That lasts a while.
Wait,
Her AC just went down.
I know, I just saw that. Maybe that's why it wasn't on her then.
Bring
Interesting.
that in the bin.
I think maybe her armor was done manually because that looks. Yeah,
Okay, I've
15.
equipped that one.
Okay, so
better.
she's... Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, so that's fine.
I'm so tempted to talk to it. Why is my book so insistent that I shouldn't? It should be speaking. What do you guys think?
I think we are overdue for taking out this
Yes,
evil
we know
mage.
we're getting to
Yeah.
it.
Um,
Doesn't your order teach patience?
Smiting, no smiting.
No. No, it teaches to do what is just, to not hesitate,
Yes, and that gets people killed.
I
to
see
slay
that
evil
also.
wherever it stands, and to ride little horses.
not gonna want-
Can
Damn it.
I...
Boy, I forget he could do this.
Can I activate the Ioun Stone ahead of time, or have we got to do that in
Yeah.
combat?
No, you can throw it up into the air and it starts levitating around your head.
Should be interesting. See how this gets affected.
Iron Stone of Balance.
Give me a.
So it says when you take a magic action to toss the Iron Stone in the air, it orbits your head of a distance of 1d3 feet. 1 feet.
Wait, a magic
Conferring
action.
the
Does that
benefit
mean
to
I
you.
have to? Does that mean I have to use a spell slot?
No, magic action is an action that involves something that's magic.
Okay, that's fine.
If you click magic, you can actually see the actual description for it.
Okay.
Can I also throw my Iron Stone of Fortitude above my head?
Yes, you can.
I mean, I don't think it does anything.
Technically is already up there,
Yeah.
actually. Yep, it's technically already floating there.
Okay, I'm just...
Okay,
Oh, shit.
alrighty. We are ready then.
Yeah, Sinali has used 3 sorcery points to summon a big black cat out of their shadow.
The big hitty kitty.
My Iron Stone is higher than yours.
Fine. Like, it's not a competition. Really?
Or is it?
It's not.
I obviously use mine because I need the +1 extra AC.
Just to point out, this Iron Stone says, when you fail a saving throw, you can choose to succeed instead. Once you do so,
yeah.
the Iron Stone of Balance loses all magic.
Yep, I'm aware. Don't worry.
So it is a saving throw that works once and is used up afterwards. Okay. Alrighty. Then it looks like everyone is ready.
I'm
Right
gonna...
now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move into the other room.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Yep.
Chance, move out the way.
I'm running.
Stop. Get out of it. There we go. All right. He ignites
Andy will stay further back. Because she's sneaky.
Can't go through walls though. There you go. There you
right.
go. So the Sunblade ignites, causing a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence. He then turns the blade round and plunges it down into the slim little slot on the top of the stone tablet. And as it does, you see the glyphs and arcane runes light up on the stone before they explode, sending a little bit of shrapnel in every direction. The seal breaks, and at the same time, you see this same symbol appearing at the top of the dome also begins brightly burning with a radiance, and at the same time it explodes, so too does this, leaving kind of bits of wrenched iron and lead in its wake. But there is still a dome-like structure here, but the top is basically just broken off like a lid. And, well, slowly, something begins to unfurl from the darkness.
I'm going to make a point of not looking directly at it.
Okay.
Just because what happened last time I looked at it had the whole...
Sure. I need you to all roll initiative. And I'll roll Andy for there you go. Cool.
Hey, what? No.
Afraid so. You can also hear what sounds to be like material wrappings kind of tearing and stretching and kind of unfurling and flailing around, and you can hear that coming from inside, Kesh'an, and you are technically up first.
Just going to look around. Nothing. If nothing is
Definitely.
there, I'm going to hold an action
Okay.
till something attacks.
Alright, what action?
Just because I don't know what it's going to be, probably my chakram. I'm gonna sit back.
Okay. All right. Then it is Sinali's go.
There's nothing visible yet. This concentration ball would be kind of funny to do, but I guess I'll just ready an action to chill touch it once I see it.
Okay. Andy starts to be what looks to be a leaking black ooze just slipping down the sides of the dome. What does Andy want to do?
I feel like Andy would probably pop into the astral just to see if she could get a decent look at what maybe this thing is kind of giving off, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's happened in the past. So while it's not completely out yet, she's just going to pop, have a look, and see what the situation is, if there is any.
Okay. Just remembered as well, on initiative count 20, something's about to happen. I'll let them do their thing first. So there is, in the astral sea, well, what can you see? There is, was before was just this black kind of orb that they couldn't pierce or see behind, but now they see this orb has melted, almost like it's ice cream just sort of turned into a liquid. It is dripping and it's falling upwards suddenly. Not downwards, but like clearly above you, and it's as it's sort of peeling and falling away, you begin to see a figure that's sort of there in almost like a fetal position, and they're kind of stretching their arms out, but also there appears to be another one of these Grendel roots, and it is stuck straight through this figure, as though it has sort of impaled them. But you see them pulling themselves up and off this Grendel root. And for context, you see there is also one here, like in the astral sea, and you see one is here, directly where the dome is placed on top of. It looks as though a Grendel root punctured into the prison at some point. But that's everything Andy sees right now. Okay. It is at this point everyone sees why the liquid is suddenly running down the dome. It is because it seems as though the liquid is falling upwards out of the dome and now onto the ceiling. And it begins to pool around this area, but like 40 feet up. And everyone else feels that too. You start to see that emanation reach this gutter, where you see also the liquid there begins to suddenly drip and falls upwards. These small bits of broken pillar, like rocks and pebbles, begin to fall upwards, landing on the ceiling. You start to see the tip of this section of pillar like lift up as well. And everyone else as well begins to feel the gravity suddenly shift in the room as this seal has broken. So, I ask you to make me... It's a dex saving throw if you want to try and hold on to something and anchor yourself to the ground, preventing your fall.
I let it happen.
And then Llyvelin, you take. Oh god, did I say 40 feet? Did I? Yeah, I did, didn't I? That's 46. Okay. Take 15 points of bludgeoning damage and fall prone. Okay. Let me check. What did everyone else get here? Oh, Andy manages to succeed. She's sort of in the hallway here. She's able to brace herself between the two
Oh wait,
walls.
she's still in the astral sea.
Oh, that's also true, yeah. Well, I wanted her to roll that anyway because it's technically on initiative count 20, so
Yeah,
she does manage to
you also
pull
said the
herself
corridor
in.
is a lot shorter, didn't you? I think.
It is, yeah. It looks like the bestial spirit fails, takes the 15 full damage.
As did Sinali, unless it's
Then
only
take-
DC 14.
No, you take 15, you fall prone as well. What did... Wow, Kesh'an actually failed? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I got
Wow, okay.
evasion though.
He's got slow fall.
It's true you have evasion.
Do also have slow fall.
You could use both if you want, or just the slow fall. Wait, no, is it a reaction to use slow fall?
It is, yes.
Okay, in which case you can't use that right now because you're holding your action. That said, I need to read evasion. Make it
It's just on a dex saving.
subject to an
throw.
effect, such as a spell that allows you to make a dex save. Weirdly, I think it counts here. It is a spell-like effect. It is a dex save. Weird. How do you evade gravity? That's fucking crazy, but
Monks, man.
you'll take 7 damage instead of the 15.
He's a cat. They always land on their feet.
That's it.
True.
That's what I'm gonna go with that. You also do still fall prone though. You fall on your feet, but then crumple over as the gravity is pulling you down. And then Eirina, what did you get?
13.
13. That's a fail as well.
Okay.
Guess you're going up. You take 15, go prone. And as for Dalmas, he's not quite in the room yet. So he is actually fine. It's probably half the reason why Andy just succeeded and no one else did. Okay, that is their go. Dalmas now. Seeing that everyone else is like flipping over, he kind of asks like, is it safe to come in there or should I try and hold
Unless-
back?
Just expect the gravity.
Yeah, or prepare yourself for being on the ceiling.
Right. How would one prepare themselves? He like falls down onto the ground and like lifts his legs up
Yeah, what
and rolls
Do like a
rolls into
handstand.
the room.
Yeah. Handstand your way
Yeah,
in.
he handstands his way in and then begins to fall to the ceiling.
Which is honestly
I'll
really
say-
impressive in plate armor.
He's strong. I'll say he uses his action to do that without taking any damage. Basically lands on the ceiling of the corridor, then jumps out of the ceiling from the corridor and into the pit. It's technically a pit, is on the ceiling. And that'll be him, Llyvelin. More black ooze leaks from the ceiling, forming more and more of a puddle.
I honestly have no clue. I don't. Everything we've been told is that attacking him will have a bad effect. The more we fight him, the harder it'll be to try to.
Mm-hmm. Potentially. This here represents the puddle on the ceiling. Okay.
I feel like it's kind of like looking at the moment like a bit of a lava lamp situation.
Yeah. Can hold an action.
Huh. I don't
You
want to
want
do any.
to stand up?
Yeah, I'm going to stand up, obviously.
Okay, all right.
And I'm wondering if I can't see him to do that. Just for my turn this turn, I'm gonna try doing something that's not negative. I'm gonna see if doing something like spare the dying on him has any sort of opposite effect.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepare a spare the dying because I can do up to 60 feet.
All right.
But if for any reason any of my allies go down, I will switch it over to them. They're my triggers.
Fair enough. All right, you're holding spare the dying. Gotcha. Yeah. It is finally the Hanged Man's turn.
I'm so
Rolled bad on initiative, funnily enough. But here we go. The Hanged Man emerges. You see them hanging from the actual dome itself. These long wrappings still kind of tearing and leaning down. There is no eyes, no face on this creature. Where there should be those features, there's just sort of this socket or maybe just a bit of skin that's grown over. Their body twists and contorts as it forms into something resembling a man, but there's no flesh or bone underneath. They are simply the wrappings mimicking the shape of a humanoid. There's that glowing... He's caked up. Yes, I knew someone would say it. I knew it. If you had inspiration, I'd take it away.
And then
Yes,
that's definitely
absolutely.
ended up on WikiFeet.
I hate you all. Which is why I'm going to kill you now with the Hanged Man. So he does look towards perhaps the nearest, being maybe Eirina. Although you were so nice to me. No, let's.
Go on.
Oh, your
Yeah.
held actions go off, by the way.
Yeah,
He has emerged from his
Let's
prison.
see how this works then, I guess.
Yes, let's.
I should probably have been at disadvantage, actually, considering I was prone. Right?
If it's an attack roll, yeah.
Yeah, let me re-roll that then. 17 was weirdly the lowest.
17 is weirdly the lowest. Okay. So that is a miss, I'm afraid. As your skeletal hand tries to reach out, normally this appears like from the ground, but it's kind of coming from the ceiling and doesn't quite reach them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's your held action. Kesh'an.
Yep. I will launch. Anytime. Oh, with disadvantage because I'm now prone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You are.
2 16s.
Pick.
Anyway.
2 16s. That is a hit. And
Okay.
you see the small little returning chakram flies through, cuts them like one of the little wrappings.
Con
And you
save.
can't see. Is that so? All right, sure.
I mean, that
14.
failed.
What? Oh, you got a 15 now.
16.
16. Ooh.
Does it?
I
What?
don't like the
Sorry?
conscious violent.
It fails.
Yes, you're asking if you're
it
doing a stunning
didn't-
strike, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Did it work?
The stun. If they had said vitals, bodies, maybe even a pathway of chi, then maybe they would be stunned. But when it cuts through them, there's no blood. There's no solid entity here. They are, in fact, immune to stun.
Damn. Well, at least we know.
Yeah. There's not much physicality left on them. They even laughed when Sinali suggested like breaking their bones. They said they haven't had need for bones in a long time. Okay. But it does do some damage by the looks. Okay, that's your turn, right? That's just their held action. Cool. Okay then.
I mean,
in that case,
I don't get
since
an extra attack in held
And then
action.
no, you don't.
No.
Nope. Your held action, you want to go a spare the dying on them?
Yeah, I want to
They are not dead. It does no effect.
No.
I'm gonna have to give them back their hit point. Yeah, it does not do damage. Doesn't heal, doesn't do damage. It just seems to have no effect on them right now.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
so-
we begin with... Since you two both attacked him, he immediately responds, and it's almost like there's a force of will. Just not even looking to face you, these wrappings suddenly whip out towards you, Kesh'an. It's disadvantage, right? Because of your...
Yeah.
okay. So technically a 3.
Miss.
Okay, then on the dice that is. But I feel like I'm gonna use a reaction and tilt the dice. So that 3 becomes an 18 to hit. So yeah, that'll definitely do it. Okay, in that case, you are taking 4d10 plus 6 psychic damage. And that's going to also grapple you as well.
3 becomes an 18?
Yep. For whatever reason, it feels like that should have missed. Your your illusion, that's shimmering in place, suddenly becomes the real you. It's like you just suddenly swapped places with it.
That's weird, because he didn't even roll an 18 on the dice.
Nope, he didn't.
So how did it become an 18?
Because that's his AC.
Not quite. Not quite.
That's the only 18 I can see there.
Potentially, yeah. The 3 on the dice becomes an 18 on the dice, which is then plus a lot. But
wait, is a 3 on the opposite side to an 18 on a 20-sided dice?
yes,
That is
it is.
yes. Yeah.
We're going with opposites.
Okay. That is the first attack. The second one is going at Sinali. And we're going to use...
The opposite was 16
again,
on the
disadvantage.
dice. Does that
Okay,
miss,
good news.
technically?
It's not. I didn't use my reaction. I haven't got my reaction anymore to do that. But it does hit you. Thankfully, it is not a crit. It is not a crit. You are basically prone, right? So technically that just avoided that. You take 26 psychic damage and are grappled, though. And it's when these wrappings wrap around you, it's not so much like the crushing pain that gets you. It feels as though your mind is now tethered to theirs. And if you recall, Sinali, when you were experiencing that, it felt like your mind was being unwound, like tethered, like a thread was being pulled. And pulling on it is this creature, as they use, what is it? Memory transfer. Okay, both of you, as part of their multi-attack, both of you need to make me intelligence saving throws.
I'm good at those. Oh, 15 though.
15? Okay. And Sinali?
Intelligence saving throw. Sure. 4.
Okay.
Oh, 3.
I'm afraid they are. They are both fails, I'm afraid. And what is, you feel that sensation, your mind being kind of like pulled and unwoven, and it is clearly the wrappings that are doing this. It's like some part of your self, some part of your memories are being pulled and spun along these wrappings that are grappling you. So if you, we'll find out, but if you end your turn grappled, something else happens. After that, the hangman simply floats there, hanging from the domed ceiling. Okay, it is Eirina's go.
Okay, I've been thinking, and I have a couple of things that I could potentially try. The problem is if I try them and they backfire, people are going to get hurt.
Looks like we're fighting after all.
We're not fighting, this is practice. This is experimentation, investigation, education. I am going to.
Do you want to stand up?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yes, I will stand up. Am I on the ceiling? Technically.
Yes, you
Cool.
are.
I will stand up. I will. Right. What is going to happen is going to happen. I apologize in advance if this backfires. I'm going to place a synaptic static. It's a 20-foot radius sphere, and I'm
Yep.
going to place it above,
Ceiling?
like above the dome. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see what happens, shall we?
Is this an intelligence save? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is. That's their best save. I get an 18. I only barely make it though, by the looks. I still take 18 psychic damage.
Yeah, my DC is 18.
Okay, they just make it. And it's at this point, Eirina, I mean, who was it who was asking they wanted to find out what they were? You're starting to get that idea, since they are not concentrating or casting spells in order to do these strange effects. And clearly they are able to resist mental effects to an exceptional
But they still take half
extreme.
damage.
I do.
Yeah. On a save.
They've taken it.
Cool.
They are slightly injured. Psychic damage is effective as well.
And there's nothing unusual about the effect itself. From what I can see, it's appeared as it's supposed to.
Your spell? Yes, it has, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That helps with my theory.
Okay. Alright then. Anything else? Any movement?
I am going to duck behind this pillar. Because obviously I used half my movement to
The pillar is providing you 0 cover.
Does
as
it not
does
reach
not
the
reach.
ceiling?
No.
Oh, in which case that's no good. I'm going to move this way just to space us out then. And that's obviously half my movement because I used the rest stand up.
Okay. Alright.
and then I'm just gonna. Have we still got the telepathic bond, or is that gone now? I'm assuming it's gone.
I could have cast it first thing in the morning. Depends if Chris like that, but
I don't think you remember that. No, you haven't got it yet.
That's fine.
did not
Okay.
remember it. But I could have done it at any time for free.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't really want to show it across the battlefield in case he gets wind of it. So, I am gonna attempt to like mime. I don't know, gesture.
Three
Like-
words.
Like,
First word.
like I cross my arms, like, no, don't. And then like, I hold my hand out in front of me and I make a gun with my finger and I start like targeting.
Don't.
What does that mean? I don't know what that
No.
means.
None of us have
Well.
guns.
So it's Llyvelin being so dumb. All right,
No,
I'm gonna use.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I assume it means don't attack or something. Or...
No.
What? That you said don't, and then you put a gun.
And then what did I say I was doing? I was moving my arm around. I was what?
Don't aim at him.
Yeah, maybe don't target him.
Weird. Well, all right.
The spell I used was just like a point of range. It wasn't directly at him.
Okay. Speaking of targeting things, Llyvelin, since you're coming up soon, they are going to use their legendary action. They turn towards you, and you see again these eyeless sockets stare into you.
I love
and-
it. It's friendly stuff.
It's true. That's why they're going to do something friendly as well. We're going to try and use Mind Blind. I need you to make a Wisdom save.
What the hell is mind blind?
Means it's not as bad as Feeble Mind.
I'm imagining it's some sort of brain fart.
Okay.
Like, forced brain fart.
You do manage to succeed, so no ill effects. But if for a moment it is just a little disturbing when he suddenly stares directly at you, and it feels like he's almost looking right through your illusions as well. But
Is
in
it
any
a s-
case,
is it a spell effect? Is it like a spell?
it is not a spell. And again, more and more, you start to realize this is no spellcaster.
Why'd you never throw spells
Kesh'an.
at me, Chris?
Kesh'an, it's your turn. The others are.
This is a physical thing that's wrapped around me, correct?
Yep, it is a physical wrapping, and yet it seems to be draining your mind.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I want to try and kick out of this.
Okay. It is an action to break free of the grapple, but you can do so.
That is fine.
Alright then.
Am I able to use
Athletics or acrobatics?
my... Sweet. Oh, come on.
15. A 15 is not bad, to be fair. But let me check the old... Oh, technically this is contested. Yeah. Okay. Better roll that. They are actually one and the same. They are part of his body. You can see they're almost like an extension of his limbs, because the wrappings come from like his wrists. Alright, so I'll just roll his dex. I think we'll keep that. God damn. Okay. No, I do manage to succeed. Shoot. Okay.
Has
In
anybody
which case,
got anything for me at all?
a bardic inspiration possibly. But have to roll
Yeah.
like a 6 or above.
And he can give it a go.
Okay. Use it. Use bardic inspiration reaction.
Yep.
Don't fight it. Action is stillness.
Oh, it's 4. Sorry.
So, yeah.
Above is below.
Okay, so you are still grappled, I'm afraid. And since you are still grappled at the end of your turn, your memories of fighting in the monastery, your memories of your training, how you would used to get out of this grapple. In fact, that's probably why it seems you're unable to. Whilst you're flailing around, it's like you've lost all your training. Like it's been pulled down this thread. You can almost see the memories just being woven like tapestries into the wrappings as they weave their way up. I'm going to give you an effect, and you're not going to like the effect, but maybe it helps you in the long run. We'll see. Hanged Man, where is it? Okay. There you go. There is an effect on your sheet now. It's active. Okay. After that, it is... Oh, wait. Yeah, you also take the psychic damage too. 1 second. How much was it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Memory transfer. Okay, it was 40-10. Right.
Why is this sourced from Eirina?
Probably because I made it on Eirina to begin with.
Ah.
Alright, ignore the 6, but you do take 22 points of psychic damage. That's the end of your turn. Alright. Sinali.
I've got a couple of options here. First things first, my companion is gonna get up off prone. And they only have 30 feet of movement, but so I'm just gonna move them 15 feet along the ceiling. You said this was technically part of him, right?
It is. It's a wrapping, yeah.
So if I target that with something, does that...
You can target the wrappings, yes.
Okay, so I'll just move him next to... No, I can't. I'll just have him do a... Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even just here.
Actually, no, it makes more sense to do it here, actually, before I do, because... Tactics.
Okay.
So... no, that's not what I was trying to do. Is it rend that I want to do? Okay, I'm just going to roll it without targeting anything, because not sure why it's saying I have this, but whatever. 20 to hit.
Friendly. That's actually what you need, yeah.
So it will nibble at the bandages, trying to break Sinali free, I guess, as it's doing so. But that is its turn. For Sinali's turn, once it's done that, well, then I'm going to move away from Sinali. Seeing if I've got anything that knocks stuff back, if this counts as part of him.
The wrappings are very damaged as well after that.
Okay, in which case, let's try the other thing that I wanted to try. Yeah, because I'm not concentrating on anything. I technically can't stand up because I'm grappled, so I've got 0 movement, right?
Correct, yeah, you're right, actually.
Okay,
Grappled and burn.
So I really ideally need to do something with a saving throw. So I am going to attempt to inflict wounds on the bandages.
Okay. Sure. I think it's just a save and it's half if they fail, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a con save.
Okay. That is enough damage, even with a save, to basically wither away the wrappings.
Yeah.
So they will free from the grapple.
And then at the end of my turn, I will, before the end of my turn, I'll then stand back up on the ceiling. And with Summon Beast, it's not my bonus action to command it, is it? No, that's just verbal command. So if I'm going to be going, considering I just took quite a hefty blow, and I don't want to get screwed too much by this, I am going to activate my Form of Dread to give myself some temp HP and a little bit of a buff.
Okay. Good to know.
And that is my turn. I'm now immune to the frightened condition. Aha.
A legendary action. Since you've broken one of their wrappings, they kind of pull back, hand whipping in place, and then suddenly they send it flying towards Eirina.
And here I had hopes you were friendly.
I'm just playing.
So, I rolled on that one. Let me just check. I haven't got my... Oh, I do have my reaction back, don't I?
That would be so
Wait, no,
mean.
Did I use it on my turn? I can't.
You used it on your turn, I think.
I did. Damn. Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
I'm gonna say that'd be so goddamn mean otherwise.
I'm gonna flip the dice. You know, and that one is on the opposite. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
I still don't have my reaction. I'll make a marker, make a note of that because I used it to hit Kesh'an. So that's close. That's lucky for you, Eirina. The wrapping is still sort of withering as it's rushing towards you from Sinali's inflict wounds, and you see it deteriorate just before it reaches your neck. And that's it. That's his legendary action. Okay, the layer action. Seeing this as well, they will begin to spin around in place, inverting the hanged man. And so now they sort of are basically standing on the rim of the dome, which is an odd sight because you can still see the wrappings are hanging loosely upwards, but whilst the wrappings are falling up, he's standing down, and it just makes literally no sense in the grand scheme of things. Your own perspectives also seem to flip completely, and it's just like when Andy shot the Grendel root that was sitting out of the Violet Falls. Sorry. Do you remember when everything flipped like horizontally? This for you, as you see the hangman twist upside down, he remains upside down in your visions, even though it is because everything else is flipped on its head. So now you feel like you're upside down, but everything else is flipped. But mechanically, you'll see what that does in a moment. The layer action is done, and it is Andy's go.
Okay. Well, she will pop back in from the astral. And that's an action. Is that an action to do? I don't remember.
I'm afraid, yeah, it is to use the cloak. I will say, since this is happening just before Andy's go, maybe Andy can roll an insight check here, because this is something bizarre happening. Maybe even perception. Oh, 23. Okay, that's the weirdest thing. You've never seen this happen before. But something on Kesh'an's person seems to be flickering, burning. And as you peer closer,
some flame.
You remember what that is. The only flame that Kesh'an carries on their person is the frozen flame. Yes, it is currently burning.
It's a regular flame.
It is a regular flame. It is burning. There's no stillness to it. It is burning and flickering. And you can see that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And anything else? You come back into the room, and
my god.
Yeah.
The Lovu.
The Lord. The gravity is still on Andy, but they are upside down, so they're fine. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just.
Wait, no. Andy succeeded. Sorry, so she's on the ground. Yeah.
Well, she's in the corridor anyway.
Yep, she is. She's gonna
Yeah.
perch between the two walls, holding herself.
Sorry, I'm just checking what if she's got bonus actions that might be useful here.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
It is a weird one.
But you're right, it kind of is opposite day if the frozen flame is flickering.
Okay, not really familiar with a lot of her stuff, so just trying to figure things out. Yeah, I think that's it for her for the time being. She
Yeah,
can,
okay.
yeah,
Just sure thing.
hide in
Then
the
down
shadows or
this,
something, I guess.
she could bonus action hide, that's fine.
Okay.
Make a stealth check. Dalmas is... damn it. Where's my steed gone? I had it here a second ago. I don't know what happened to his steed. I definitely summoned it earlier. There he is. This horse is probably also on the ceiling for all we know at this point. But he can't really get in range to attack them if they're on the ceiling. He lacks a solid ranged attack, but he can rush up to you, Kesh'an, and try to strike at the wrapping. So he will do that. Swings with the Sunblade. Now it's a +2 weapon. That
Solid hit.
is a miss. And I will
Is he
tell you now.
inverting the dice.
I can tell you the end result if you want to know the actual result of the dice. That is a minus. Oh God, that's a -5. He just rolled, and he's like, "What the?" As he swings the blade, it's the wrappings that suddenly whoosh, whip out of the way.
Is that because it's a raging weapon, or is that just because it's
Just gonna try again.
It must
The
be
second
because it's
multi-attack.
does that hit?
This time he gets a
That was the opposite of a 19, -7.
he gets an
Which
8,
is his honor.
and an 8 misses as well. What the hell's wrong with this thing? And he's shaking the sword, and it's as he's swinging, you see the blade sort of cuts out as though something extinguishes it. And the +2 is working against them. Just the Sunblade turns back to a hilt. I can't cut it! Llyvelin.
Yeah, right. Would I be able... Is he within reaching distance from me on the ceiling?
Reach distance. How do
If
you
I was to
mean?
walk over to him, would he...
You would need to clamber up on top of the dome, and you'd be standing in the ichor, the black.
But the dome is on the floor,
Oh.
not the ceiling.
Which
I wouldn't-
also has gone into like a full puddle at this point. Still
So
leaking.
I wouldn't need to climb up the dome because the dome is on the
No, but
on the ceiling.
The-
isn't it? But would
the ichor is falling from the dome and forming a puddle on the ceiling.
so that would be walking through the puddle.
That's right.
I can touch the wrapping. I just
Yep.
don't want to do anything harmful to him.
Okay.
And I'm also not certain that him and the Grendel root are the same thing. So, positive things only to him. I am going to try and remove what ails him and try remove curse on him through his wrappings.
Remove curse on the wrappings. You're targeting the wrappings and casting remove curse
Well, the wrappings through to him because the wrappings are
through
him.
to him. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
targeting him effectively.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hmm. It does have to be a willing creature, if I recall, with the remove curse.
No, it just says
Oh no, it doesn't.
one affecting one creature or object.
Okay, it's not okay. He doesn't matter then, I guess. He is going to be afflicted by hit the remove curse. Huh. Well,
It's opposite day.
obviously I didn't predict you'd do this, but I will say it does have an effect. I will say that the ichor that's draining off of him seems to sizzle and sort of vanish, and you remove that sort of puddle around him. Gone.
So he.
You basically burn off all of that strange black ichor, which you have already identified as a sort of corruption, and you remove that curse, that corruption
From him.
it seems.
So now it's just his regular self.
Effectively.
Okay. What other positive things can I do? Okay, yeah, that's my action. I do not want to be in a straight line with the rest of the group, so I will move my last 5 feet backwards.
Okay. All right. The legendary action, the last one before I go back to my turn. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Llyvelin's still not attacked me, technically, nor has Andy. Your little bestial spirit of the land has, however. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with a... I hit it with a mind shatter that little thing. I'm gonna have your wolf make me an intelligence saving throw. No, wisdom save. I'm afraid. It probably is a bit of a high DC for it to hit. So it might just be pulled, it might just be taken out of the fight here. Okay, 14. That's a fail. So he actually ended up getting a 5. And wait, they're still alive though. That's incredible. What? Okay, 1 health on the bestial spirit. They are also dazed as a result of this as well, as the hangman turns towards them, and they get like a vision of them biting into the wrappings, and then the wrappings suddenly growing teeth and biting back. Okay, that's it. Now it's its go. And we have a brand new set of wrapping. Well, I got a free wrapping, don't I? I think I'm still going to try and go for you, Eirina.
Mm-hmm.
One more wrapping. Yeah, well, wrapping will... Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, one wrapping towards you. I just looked at the time once again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. One of them strikes you, take 26 points of psychic damage, and are grappled. And they say to you, as they've got you in this bind. Right, where's the grappled? There it is. The answer is refusal. The lock opens inward. Victory is defeat. The other wrapping is still on Kesh'an. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, since you're still wrapped up, Kesh'an, I need you and Eirina to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, can I use the Ioun stone?
You can, if you feel like this is the right time to use it.
I don't know.
A 13 is still a fail, I'm afraid. But... Oh, sorry, a 4, rather. wait. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Kesh'an's. What did you get? 17. So yeah, you actually got a 17, Eirina, which is very close to a save. I guess Andy could, if Andy's got a reaction still. Or she used it yet? She hasn't used it yet.
She's not.
Yeah.
Got a turn back. You could Bardic Inspiration you. I think you're in range. Yeah, you are.
Sure.
But... Just all the time as well.
Mm-hmm.
We have to pause at the end of this round. I know, it's awkward. Okay. So, exceptionally mean, I know, to say this, but your result went from a 15 to a 9. And it's absolutely a fail now.
Oh my god.
As she tries to call out and help you, it seems as though the scathing words are rather more like insulting. Like, it's as though Andy's calling out and saying, "Oh, trust Eirina to get caught. Ah, she's useless." It's just more like a cutting words than it is a bardic inspiration.
That would make it...
Yeah, it's definitely a fail, but it only yeah.
I'm
As
just
for-
trying to work that out maths-wise.
Yeah, it's rough. Okay, 40.
What did Eirina end up rolling on the dice before the Bardic Inspiration was applied? Because you said it was like a 17, right?
She got 19 on the die, -2,
Oh, no.
17.
Yeah, and then the 6 was then made opposite to a 3 and then removed?
Yeah, that's right. It went -6, so it went down from that 17 to an 11, effectively. Okay, that also damage is automatically dealt to you as well, Kesh'an, which is going to be 30. No, minus the 6 because it's not the impact damage. It's just regular damage. So 20, 25 to you, Kesh'an. And I don't know if you've noticed your effect yet, but you'll see it in a minute, sure. Eirina?
It doesn't
Duh.
say anything.
No, it doesn't.
If that
Yeah.
means
It's on you. You'll see.
Could you use the unlucky magnet on yourself to do the opposite effect?
You might be able to, actually. Weirdly. Eirina, you're grappled.
I am.
And you can feel your memories being pulled, transferred towards them. And you see what's happening to Kesh'an. It looks like he's lost all memory of his training. It doesn't look as composed or as, he doesn't look like he's in his regular stance.
Okay.
That same thing will happen to you potentially if you end your turn grappled, but the hanged man is telling you that the answer is refusal. But victory is defeat.
And defeat is victory. I am going to go with the flow of opposite day.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to, I'm already wrapped up.
Yeah.
So, grapple. I can still do things while I'm grappled. I just can't move, right?
Yep. Just speed is 0. That's all.
Perfect. I am going to grab hold of the wrappings, and I am going to flood it with energy. I'm going to use negative energy flood and hope it does the opposite.
Positive energy flood?
Yeah, instead of necrotic, it'll do, radiant? Question mark?
Okay, sure. Let's see what happens.
It's asking me if I want to. Hang on. I want the saving throw. There it is. I'll get used to this sheet one day.
Okay, so it's a big area of effect.
No, it's a
single target.
It's a single target Constitution saving throw.
Okay. All right. Oops. I rolled before you hit me with it. Sorry, it should have been a +5 on top of that. This thing's hella conned out, but it's still a pass, I believe, on that. Which is like 20 something, 22.
They still take half damage.
They do. Okay, so 27 necrotic damage. It is what 15? What was that?
Does it come out as radiant or does it stay necrotic? This is what I'm
10,
testing.
14. Okay. It is necrotic damage. It does still wither away the bindings. It is still necrotic.
Okay.
But it also does still do damage. You can see the actual band. Are you doing it on the bandages, right?
I'm gripping the bandages to send the flood towards him, so through the bandages up.
You really want to go him, more than anyone. All right, sure. Then he does still take the damage. You see parts of them wither, fall away, and deteriorate. Yes, it does seem to be effective.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nonetheless, at the end of your turn, you get your mind pulled away. Your teachings, what you learned in the school, how to cast spells, it all seems to sort of drain away suddenly. And you have that effect on you for now.
Is
That's
he
gonna be it.
Is he undead?
How would you know?
Well, the spell would have affected him differently if he was.
That's why I'm wondering.
He is not undead.
Then okay, then yeah.
He's not a lich, unlike the others. Okay, I'm just going to do one more turn up to the initiative, because it's important for you guys to see what happens. So, Kesh'an, it is your turn. It might help visualize what's happening here.
Oh.
You'll see what the effect is.
Okay. Well, I'll try and break out again.
Okay. You want to use your athletics or acrobatics to break out? Acrobatics. Okay. Sure. Roll that. The effect is gone, isn't it, from you? Yep, okay, the effect gone for some reason. Okay, so this time round, it's a 12 plus. I gotta roll mine. Okay, you were actually close to beating that. But it is not a success. I'm annoyed the effect went away because I must have put it on like one round. Effectively, you did not add your proficiency bonus to this at all. In fact, it was just a 10. Your result was 10, effectively.
Oh, 10.
It drained away your proficiencies. I rolled a 12, so it's just barely a success.
But that would be opposite and -3, right? Right?
No. He's exerting his power over you guys, which is what I wanted to demonstrate, was that you are, by giving in, by actually losing to that effect, it actually makes it easier to beat him. Because you've had your memories pulled away, you're less of a competent fighter. And weirdly, not fighting them
He's winning.
is more effective. Yeah, effectively. And there is still the problem of your health. That much is true. But we'll get to that on the next what's it called, layer action. But for now, I'm afraid you're still stuck here, still ending your turn grappled by this thing, and still draining away your memories. But yeah, we are clearly out of time at this point, so we're going to have to call it for now and resume next time. So bye-bye for now. We will be back next week when hopefully you figure out what mess of a puzzle this is.
Yeah.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye
Bye.
for now.